Yo, 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 yo. Yo, yo. What's good with it? It's the homie Mac. Music, art, culture, knowledge. Each one teach one, peace and love. Reporting live from the Dogon. You know what it is. This is a session of Mac Minutes. As always, thumbs up, give me the likes. Thumbs up, give me the likes. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Be a part of the Mac TV community. Subscribe to the Mac TV Instagram, MacTV_82. Facebook group, M.A.C.K. Mac TV. That group is on Facebook. But real quick, done with the formalities again. Thumbs up, give me the likes. Thumbs up, give me the likes. Yeah, this was just heavy on my heart. Right now I'm on vacation. You know, this time is really giving me a lot of time to think. I've been in a lot of solitude. There's a lot of things going on. And one thing that's just kind of really been on my heart is just black boys. In the sense of what is their plight? What is their future? How can we change a lot of the plights that they're in? How can we make life better for them? You know, one quote, people like to often quote Malcolm X and say black women are the most unprotected, disrespected people on this on this earth. I disagree. I think the most disrespected, mistreated, unprotected, what have you, people on this planet are black children. You know, I'm not gonna say it's worse for black boys or black girls, but I will say black boys, black girls, they're catching hell. A lot of them mentally drop out of school when they're in the 3rd grade. You know, I want to say in the city of Detroit, maybe the high school graduation rate for like black boys was like maybe 40% or less. You know, that's terrible. If you don't have a diploma, that's just fundamental baseline. You know, you have little to no social mobility. But yeah, let's talk about it. I feel as though black boys are socialized into a death culture. I remember reading I Am Raymond Washington. It's a book about the leader of the Crips. I remember reading what was it? Monster by Sayuga Shakur, aka Monster Cody, R.I.P. And the narratives were very similar in the sense that, you know, as black boys, I mean, it's a fundamental characteristic of the human condition. We have a desire to live in community with people. We have a desire to have a tribe, to have our people, our folks, to belong. And unfortunately, you know, I don't even know, like, YMCA is kind of expensive from what I'm hearing. A lot of these after-school programs, a lot of people simply don't have the money to send their boys to these different programs. I remember when I was in middle school, elementary and middle school, they had something called NYSP, which was like a summer sports program. I don't know what happened with that. I guess the funding went away, but I think it's interesting what our country finds funding for. It's like we won't invest in our youth wholesale, but we'll invest in their incarceration. We do know that prisons are built contingent upon failed test scores of kids in the 3rd grade. So that lets me know that we understand the parity between crime and lack of education and poverty. Yet it's more beneficial to let the problem persist. My friend, one of my esteemed friend of mine, I'm not gonna say his name. His argument is that it's not a school to prison pipeline; it's a parent to prison pipeline. Again, not a school to prison pipeline, but a parent to prison pipeline. And my kickback against that is essentially our education system. Like I taught at a Title I school. We didn't even have books for kids to take home. You know what I'm saying? I understand it starts at home with the culture that these children are raised in, but a lot of these children, they come from broken homes. They don't have anything positive to model. And essentially, they psychologically, they're led astray and they're on the wrong track. They come out on the wrong track from out the gate. So by the time they get to that classroom, they don't care. It's so much nonsense going on at home. Let me read and understand. They say when Black America has the code, when America has the code, Black America has the flu. These numbers that I'm giving you are from the U.S. Department of Justice, and this is pretty much the statistics of what happens to fatherless children. Again, when America has the code, Black America has the flu. So everything I'm telling you statistically it encompasses, it entails all racial demographics. But keep in mind, it's worse for Black children. In context of now, Black boys. 63% of youth suicides. These are the statistics of, again, fatherless children who do not grow up with their father present. Suicide is a 63% suicide rate. 90% of all homeless and runaway youths grew up fatherless. 85% of all children that exhibit behavioral disorders grew up fatherless. 71% of all high school dropouts grew up fatherless. Juvenile detention rate, 70% of juveniles in state operating institutions grew up fatherless. 75% of adolescent patients in substance abuse centers grew up fatherless. Aggression, 75% of rapists motivated by displaced anger, fatherless. And I know some people are saying, well, the onus isn't on the system. You should want to do better. But my thing is, it's like Dr. Amos Wilson said, when a problem persists in this country, you have to look and see who benefits from it. For example, criminality, we live in a criminogenic society. Criminogenic meaning we make money off crime. Crime is good business. It's booming. It's a prison industry, $1 billion industry? So why would I want to give these kids tools? Wouldn't I just want them to stay entrapped? Because it's profitable for me. There was a prison warden in the state of Wisconsin. He sued the state of Wisconsin because he didn't meet his inmate quota. And apparently, on a year-to-year basis, there's an agreement where certain money will be given to people who run these prisons based off of the population within their prison. So it creates a demand, and I guess the agreement is this: you're going to keep giving me this money because there's going to be you're promising me a certain quote. You're promising to give me a certain quota of imprisoned people. So on that grounds, he sued the state of Wisconsin. I want to say, yeah, even in D.C., there was a juvenile judge who was taking money under the table to send certain juveniles to certain private institutions of imprisonment. And I believe he got caught, and he's serving time now. So again, the pattern here is, again, like I said, I get it. Take ownership. Take your life back. But it's kind of like the allegory of the cave. It takes a very strong mind to move and live beyond their lived experience. A lot of these boys, they're socialized into a death culture. The things that they model, the things that they esteem are not always very positive. The narrative needs to shift. I know one of my goals is I want to get back into mentorship. I want to eventually start my own school, a science academy for Black boys. That is something that I want to do. Now, there are some schools out there. I can't remember the name of the school, but there's a school in Chicago. I think their graduation rate is really high, and it's ran by a Black guy. I just can't remember the name of the school. It's ran by a Black guy, and I want to say they have like 100% graduation rate, and over 90% of the students that graduate go to 4-year institutions. So there are people doing the work. My way of doing the work a lot of times is through the podcast, through interpersonal through interpersonal relationships, conversations I have with people, conversations I have with strangers, that I try to show them a different dynamic, a different worldview, a different way to look at things. I want to be more hands-on, but due to being in school, different things I got going on, it's hard to be a part of. It's hard to make more time to be a part of the solution. I'm trying to get myself centered. So once, I'm in a nursing program. Once I get myself centered, I can do more for my people. I'm no good to my people if I'm no good to myself, if my foundation is not centered. So right now, some people say, well, podcast, that's light. That ain't really nothing. But hey, it's my best medium by which I can give back. And the one thing I hate is just seeing how, as with black people, anytime we've tried to foment our own economic system, our love for ourselves, like our own institutions, it's been met with much scorn. It's been met with much scorn. Think about the Panthers. Think about the UNIA movement with Garvey. Like it's almost like black people loving themselves and building for compound interest is like makes us public enemy number one. We want to just basically do it how everybody else should do it for their own race. You build with your folks. But one thing I do see, I coached AAU basketball. That was a positive means of socialization for black boys. I know a lot of guys who, they say it was, I didn't have a father in my house, but I had a coach. I had a teacher. There was something positive. There was something positive that I could reference and model. But like I said, I just feel like black boys are treated like they're expendable. I felt like, even as a black boy myself, I felt like I was treated like I was a problem before I was a person. I feel like not a lot of energy was spent on trying to understand where I was coming from. It seemed like it was just, the imperative was just to punish me. It's just how I felt. And my heart goes out to these black boys. And again, I want to figure out a way that I can give back. And I want to challenge you to do the same. Ask yourself, how can you give back? Because I just feel like black pop culture, I understand that, it's entertainment, but a lot of it is just empty. I think a lot of our little black boys, they're not even seeing healthy relationships between black men and black women. A lot of it is centered around materialism. A lot of it is centered around manipulation, control. So yeah, it's almost like they're being cut off from the start. But yeah, black boys are treated like they're expendable. Black boys are treated like they are a product, not only for the prison system, but even, and I know you guys may think this is doublespeak, even when it comes to sports, their black bodies are profitable. And that's why I like the NIL move that they have now with college. Name, image, and likeness, where these college athletes can get paid. But I just want to figure out a way that our black boys can become more self-determined. They can develop a true sense of love for self in a healthy way, and see positive images of manhood. And understand that manhood is not suspended in childhood activity, violence, abuse, being reckless. It's like Dr. Naeem Akbar said, you have males, then you have men. As we know, being a male is a biological phenomenon, but being a man speaks to your mindset. It speaks to your mindset. But yeah, I hope this sparks something in somebody to look within themselves and to see what they can do to be a part of the solution. I know that I'm self-reflecting and trying to figure out how I can give back. It's like Dr. John Henry Clark said, whatever your skills are, use them to the benefit of your people. So I definitely want to do that. But yeah, each one teach one, peace and love. Black boys are treated like they are expendable, but they're not. We love our black boys. It is imperative that us as black men, I want to challenge the black men watching this, find a black boy you can mentor. Try to coach for a team, basketball, football, something. But yeah, even if you're a single mother, find a way to let your son be around positive black male role models. Because their socialization, the cultures that a lot of black boys that they buy into are very self-destructive. A lot of times, what's there is gangs. A lot of gang culture. a lot of which is a culture of self-destruction. But yeah, sit and reflect. It's the homie Mac, music, art, culture, knowledge. Each one teach one. Peace and love. Signing out from the Dogon. I'm out.